Hi, my name is Jaffa, and when you think of the Dutch, what do you think? Tall Europeans that just ride bikes with joints in each hand. The city where you'll get so stoned that you go Dutch on your own meal. But these could just be stereotypes. So why don't we leave it up to the Dutch to describe the people that they know best? Tourists, I mean the Dutch.
So how did the Dutch view themselves as a people? Like, so if the Dutch had to describe other Dutch people.
Well, I think blunt and really loud also, but in a different way, I think.
Yes. They're like kind of, I don't know how you say that, like they're like kind of lomp. Hoe zeg je lomp?
I don't know.
They're like not that elegant. They're just a little bit sloppy.
They're sloppy?
Yes.
Well, in regards to what? Like sloppy, like...
Like when you meet them, when you meet American, they're like, oh, nice to meet you. When you meet a Dutch person, they're like, hi, I'm the, and that's it. It's not like, oh, nice to meet you or anything. It's just, hi, this is my name, and
so
you
they don't seem that open to meet other people.
Yes, I really think so. Yes, for us, because we're so calm. Like, oh, love to meet you, I love you, bye. Like that kind of thing. It's like you see, in Netherlands, we don't do that type of things. We just keep it calm and just on a distance.
Right.
But in America it comes really close to you, I think.
The Dutch people view themselves as a people.
We obviously have the stereotypes as well with the weed and the cheese and the wooden shoes, but I think we're really judging. I think we can be quite judging. I think that's a stereotype. We're really down-to-earth people. We're really blunt as well. I think most of the Dutch people are really out there. If there is something they don't like, they will tell you right away what they don't like.
Right. No, I don't like this weed a bit.
But same in a conversation. For example, I find it really rude, or I don't like you, or we're really direct people.
So how did the Dutch people view themselves as a people?
In my case, I can say about the opposite of what I just told you about the Americans. We think we are very social. We have like the polar model. Have you heard of it? It's because it's a small country with a lot of people on a small area of land. We have to
stick together.
Yeah, we have to seek compromises everywhere. Because you cannot do what you want, because then there's always someone who wants it a little bit different, and then you have to seek for the compromise.
So,
and that's not one issue. That's basically everything in Holland in the Netherlands goes like that.
Most of us are quite proud, or getting more proud nowadays, because we haven't really been that proud in previous decennia. For example, we on school we learn like 3 different languages just on high school and on elementary school. On the other hand, other languages don't really get any Dutch culture or language with them. So I think most of the Dutch can be quite proud people. We find ourselves really smart. Not that we are, but I think a lot of Dutch compare themselves more smart than other people.
Why is that?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure why it is. I think because we compare our educational system with other people. I think it's because most of the social media about other countries is really why we shouldn't like them, or why something's wrong, why we are quite
there's
good.
nothing bad to say about Amsterdam, really. But how about the Dutch? So like how did the Dutch people view themselves as a people?
Like down to earth, you know, the Dutch people, they find themselves like down to earth. We see ourselves kind of as a free country. Everything's well organized, super organized, and you know, you're allowed to smoke weed, and so that's a kind of privilege we're proud of, you know, because they're not as narrow-minded as some countries that they forbid everything, and so it's kind of openish,
right?
Cultural, yeah.
So it's kind of like the Vegas of Europe, right? People come here for the weekend and get crazy.
Oh, in Amsterdam for sure, man. Yeah, in Amsterdam they come here, they get stoned, they get drunk, they come here, they get fucked up, and
So this is like, what happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam, correct?
For sure, man.
Is that the slogan?
They are rude. They are not able to flirt. They are not able to date. They are also not that libertine as they
say.
No.
Why is that?
Because they have a judgment. There is this Calvinistic stamp in them, which is judgmental to what is different, to what is not common, to what is rising up. from the average, so that they have an opinion about.
How did the Dutch people view themselves as a people?
Stingy, the fact that you don't really want to stick your head out, you don't want to be above average or like excel in something, because like we like average, we like normal, we like...
Yeah, exactly. I think the irony is that called embarrassment of riches, and I think that's exactly what distinguishes Dutch culture from the rest of Europe, from Germany and from France.
When you drive on the wrong side with a bike, they would say you are not doing the right stuff. Even when you are biking, they say, okay, sorry, you know, I made a mistake. So they are open, yes, still a certain level. They are not really helpful, I think, to again, they welcome you, but you have to do it on your own. It's pretty individualistic as a country if you compare it to Mediterranean country or like South American. That's a big difference.
I think most of the Dutch people, and I'm talking about the bigger part of Holland, are really blind to those things. Holland is really good. Amsterdam is our capital city, and they're, for example, they're really trying to work out the image they have. Quite a lot of investments going to get Amsterdam sort of proper again. With the 7 coffee shops in this street, for example, we already have 7 in this street.
How did the Dutch people view themselves as a people? How did the Dutch view the Dutch?
There is a tendency to think, there was a tendency, I should say, to think that we're very open-minded and tolerant, and slowly there is, I think, the beginning of an understanding that that might not be the case, that we want to believe that we're very open-minded and tolerant. Some people feel that things have changed so much in the past few years and we've become very much inward-looking and those kind of things, but I think we maybe went through a stage where we were slightly more tolerant and open-minded.
Yeah, we're like pro fair and equal distribution of pretty much everything, so, and that's also very positive. So like education is very accessible for everyone. I think participating in like everyday life is made accessible because we think that there shouldn't be such extreme extreme riches and extreme poverty. So I think, and that's also a way of being, like, it's a way of fairness or looking at distribution in a fair way.